Your name and from where are you calling?
Hey, Andy. My name's Trisha. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, Trisha, what's your question?
My question is for John. Hi, John.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's great to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you, too.
Thank you. My question is, what do you think is gayer? Doing a duet with Barbara Streisand or going out with to the gay clubs with Andy?
Well, I will say that in a certain, within a certain paradigm, it is gay to do a song with Barbara Streisand, but not in the studio with Barbara Streisand was a bunch of shirtless gay guys,
right,
which you would find at the bar that Andy and I went to.
Yes.
And there really is a body heat thermostat that happens in these clubs. The one thing that there wasn't in the studio with Barbara Streisand was this body heat, just chest heat emanating.
So
I would say that empirically speaking, nothing could be gayer than being in a gay bar on Pride weekend when SCOTUS had just voted on legalizing gay marriage, and there was a wet T-shirt contest that night.
There was.
The clipboard did go around.
Yes, it did.
And
not a lot of participants.
We took a look at it.
Yes.
And then the gayest thing was that gay porn was playing on the television.
Yes. Yes.
It was like a sports bar.
Yes, right.
But this sport is gay sexing.
Yes. John and I.
What's the point of a wet T-shirt contest in one of those bars?
I think that's why it wasn't a
Good question, Bob. That's a really good question.
Andy, do you have any?
I don't. That is a really good question because there were a lot of shirtless people at the place.
A lot of shirtless people.
You're right. John, John and I road tripped to see the Dead's 50th.
We road tripped to Santa Clara to see the show.
We road tripped to Santa Clara to see the show, and that was the day that SCOTUS. And I said to John, look, we got to San Francisco. I go, I gotta go out. It's Pride, SCOTUS. And John said, I'm coming with you, man.
Right. Yeah, man.
And I took him to the
weekend.
Powerhouse and then to the End Up.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
And you know, I didn't go as a joke or as a lark. I can dig it. Like I can get into it.
We missed the Pride weekend, and I gotta say, the gay community in San Francisco really knows how to have a parade and kick off a fuss.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that next night at your 50th, a big rainbow came out. If you remember that, at the end of the first set.
Our picture is almost
it's amazing.
The sort of leading archival photo of the rainbow is you and I in front of the rainbow.
So great.
And Andy, I don't know, you guys must know this, Andy is the hottest thing going. When I walk in a club with Andy, when you walk in a gay club with Andy Cohen, he is the Beyonce of that whole. He is unbelievable.
That's nice.
I've seen celebrity and I've seen pull and I've seen clout, but you have not seen anything like Andy Cohen walking. Just a shooting gallery. Click, boop, take that.
Let me flip that around and say I've been to a couple straight bars with that one, and I will reverse that equation.
I do all right.
Yeah. You know what? I have some questions I want to ask you about Jerry. Just some speed questions about Jerry. What's your favorite Jerry Garcia song? Is there any that has an especially?
You know, it's hard for me to say, but currently I really love Days Between.
Yes, you were so beautiful singing Days Between Sunday night. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. Is there a song that Jerry wrote that you felt went underappreciated?
Any of a number of his later recordings.
Yeah. Do you own any Jerry Garcia ties?
Yeah, plenty of them.
You do? Wow. What's the best Jerry guitar solo that you remember? Is there one that stands out in your mind?
Nothing stands out.
Nothing stands out.
It was a continuing for me.
It was a continue. Right. Do you remember what your last conversation with Jerry was about?
Well, it was on stage and it was musical, and then the last words he said to me is we were headed in different directions. Was always a hoot, man. Always a hoot.
Oh, thank you, Bob. That was nice. That was nice. Do we have any more phone calls? Okay, yes.
They've lost.
We are sold out of the pops.
Caller, what's your name and from where are you calling?
Hi, I'm Jenny from Quebec.
Hey, Jenny, what's your question?
All right.
My question's for Bob.
Okay.
What about John Mayer made him a great fit for the tour?
Well, I'll tell you, so word got to me early last year, or maybe even a little bit before that, that John was kind of into our music and our approach, and by God, he's doing this TV show, and if he invited you, would you come? And I go, come on, sure.
John subbed on the Late Show before
Yeah.
James Corden came in. John hosted for a week.
Late Show.
Yes.
And so I showed up there with the guitar over my shoulder and, unpacked, and we, time for sound check, and they'd given us 2 songs to do, CBS. And so we started rehearsing those songs, and the sound check went for, we got through the song, maybe another half run through that, then the next song, maybe another half run through that. And then we just kept playing. And a couple hours later, they said, you guys are done. You got that?
This is television, remember?
Right.
You've had like 6 or 7 moments in this entire show tonight where you're thinking, well, we gotta. And the thing is, when you get on Weird Time, it's just a better way to live.
Yeah.
Just get on Weird Time.
awesome.
You can't be on Weird Time because you have the show and everything. You got someone yelling in your ear. When I first met Bob, he started playing. I instantly felt he had his own way of going through it. And so I'm a big protector of Bob's synaptic pathways.
Yeah.
And he's got to go that way. And so I remember people were going like,
that quirky.
well, and people would go like this, and I'd go, give us a minute, because I just felt very protective of whatever his process is.
You gonna stop you gonna try to stop that train?
Yeah, you can't start. We should all try to be a little more like Bob Weir in our day, which would be a little bit more like, F traffic. We'll get there when we get there. I mean, that's almost the music. We get there when we get there.
Absolutely.
And you're better for it when you get there because you're not sweating for being late. You know what I mean? It's a little more of this acceptance for the moment, And so I'm on the train, man. I get it.
You are.
I'm cool with it.
We have this segment called Host Talkative. You have a question for me, John?
I could ask you a question.
Okay.
I could ask you a question.
Okay.
Answer this however you like, obviously. What do you think the straightest thing you've ever done is?
The straight.
However you want.
Were we talking about this the last night?
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to give that answer. Come up with a different.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think following the dead. Well, you know what I would like to say, but you know what? You guys have a lot of gay fans. I mean, there's a big gay contingent.
Might be true, but you haven't answered the-
Francisco. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What is the straightest thing I've ever done? I mean, I am continually fucking girls. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Let me ask you a question.
How about throwing out the first pitch at a Cardinal game 3 times? That's
good.
kind of straight. Yeah.
If you found out that a very beautiful girl was interested in you and sort of found the fact that you were gay, it's beside the point. You found out she was interested in you.
Yes.
Would you in any way be interested in cultivating that attraction?
Like trying to cultivate a physical.
Even if it's just your ego. Do you have a straight ego? Is any part of your ego straight?
Yeah, I think so.
To where if a girl said, "I just think he's awesome and I want to hang out with him," would you?
If there was an energy about her that I wanted to be with, yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm on Weir Time, dude.
You're on Weird Time.
Yeah. Everybody give it up for Bob Weir and John Mayer. Get your Dad and Company tickets. They're touring all summer long.